We move through our days, often feeling a subtle tug, a quiet whisper that seems to guide our steps. It's like a silent language spoken by the universe itself. A guidance system not of words, but of feelings, intuitions, and strange, unexplainable knowings. Have you ever experienced a sudden urge to take a different route home, only to later hear about an accident on your usual path? Or felt an inexplicable pull towards a certain book or person? These aren't mere random occurrences. They are glimpses into a reality far grander than our everyday perceptions allow. Our 5 physical senses, while essential for navigating the material world, are like tiny windows overlooking an infinite landscape. They can't quite grasp the subtle energies, the invisible currents that are constantly shaping our experiences and nudging us along a particular path. And real quick, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Now let's keep going. This constant, unspoken guidance is an invitation, a gentle beckoning to pay attention. It's a call to acknowledge that beneath the surface of our busy lives, something profound is communicating. The challenge lies in learning to decipher this non-physical signal, to open ourselves to what lies beyond the tangible and begin to understand the messages woven into the fabric of our existence, preparing us for a deeper understanding of the unseen forces at play. This profound universal language, however, remains largely a mystery until we unlock a specific hermetic insight. It's the key that allows us to bridge the gap between the felt intuition and conscious understanding. What is this ancient wisdom that promises to reveal the hidden connections? The hermetic veil lifts with the principle of correspondence, a foundational truth that explains how seemingly separate realms are intricately linked. This ancient insight, passed down through generations, reveals a fundamental blueprint for existence. It's a principle that demands our attention, promising to redefine our understanding of reality itself. The sage Hermes Trismegistus, in texts like the Kybalion, distilled this into a timeless adage: as above, so below, as within, so without. This isn't just poetic phrasing. It's the very core of how the universe functions. It suggests an unbroken chain of connection, a mirroring effect that spans all existence, linking the grandest cosmic scales to the most intimate corners of our personal lives. This principle illuminates the profound relationship between the macrocosm, the vast, all-encompassing universe, and the microcosm, our individual selves. Our inner world, our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are not isolated phenomena. They are a direct reflection, a miniature blueprint of the greater cosmic order, and vice versa. This revelation points to a hidden architecture, an intelligent design underlying everything. It means the universe is not a chaotic jumble of random events, but an ordered, purposeful system. Understanding this architecture allows us to see how the laws governing the stars also govern our souls. But to truly grasp this, we must first understand how our inner world projects outward. If the universe mirrors our inner state, then our external reality must be a canvas painted by our internal landscape. The circumstances we find ourselves in, the people we encounter, even the challenges we face, can be seen not as external impositions, but as the tangible manifestations of our innermost beliefs, our unexpressed thoughts, and our dominant emotional frequencies. It's a startling idea, one that shifts the locus of control dramatically. This perspective challenges the common, deeply ingrained illusion of separation. We often see ourselves as isolated islands in a vast ocean of existence, distinct and apart from the world around us. But the principle of correspondence whispers a different narrative, one of profound interconnectedness. We are not separate observers of reality. We are active participants, intricately woven into its very fabric. The implications are immense. If our external world is a reflection, then by consciously tending to our inner garden, by cultivating new beliefs, healthier thoughts, and more empowered emotions, we inherently begin to alter the reflections we see. The power to change our circumstances lies not in manipulating the external, but in transforming the internal. But how does this inner transformation truly influence the outer world, and what unseen forces are at play in this shift? This brings us to the concept of vibration, a fundamental aspect of creation that underpins all manifestation. The universe, at its deepest level, is not made of solid matter, but of pure energy, constantly in motion. Every atom, every thought, every experience hums with its own unique frequency. To understand how our inner world shapes our outer reality, we must grasp this universal dance of vibration. The Hermetic truth is simple yet profound. Everything is energy, and everything is in a state of vibration. Nothing, not a single atom or a single thought, is ever truly still. This constant flux means that we too are vibrational beings, emitting a unique energetic signature into the cosmos at every moment. Our personal vibration acts like a finely tuned receiver. Just as a radio tunes into a specific frequency to catch a broadcast, our dominant energetic state determines what we resonate with and attract into our lives. We are constantly sending out signals, and the universe, in its infinite wisdom, sends back what matches the frequency we are broadcasting. This isn't mere wishful thinking or a vague notion of positive thinking. It's a law-based form of attraction. When our inner vibration aligns with the frequency of our desired reality, manifestation becomes not an act of strenuous effort, but a natural, inevitable consequence of that energetic alignment. Yet, why do some desires remain stubbornly out of reach, feeling like an unanswered call? The answer often lies in a subtle dissonance, a mismatch in vibrational frequency. Our conscious desires might be one thing, but our unconscious beliefs, our deep-seated fears, or lingering emotional patterns can be broadcasting a completely different signal. This energetic discord creates a gap, a silence that prevents the universe from clearly receiving and responding to our deepest yearnings. To bridge this gap, we need to understand the more visible expressions of this universal law. The universe, in its intricate design, doesn't leave us without guidance. It leaves us with signposts, which we recognize as synchronicity. These are not merely random coincidences, but meaningful alignments of inner and outer events, orchestrated by a guiding intelligence. They are the universe's way of communicating directly with us, offering affirmation, redirection, or confirmation. Synchronicity is the tangible manifestation of the principle of correspondence in action. It's when an inner thought or feeling suddenly finds its echo in the external world, appearing in a way that is too precise, too relevant, to be dismissed as mere chance. It's the universe winking at you, a gentle nudge that says, "You are on the right path," or perhaps, "Consider this." These moments are often felt as Thoth's signature, a direct communication from the universal mind, guided by the ancient wisdom of Hermes. They mark a path forward, illuminating the way when we might feel lost or uncertain. They are divine signposts placed precisely where we need them most, especially when we are at a crossroads or in the midst of significant personal transformation. The crucial step is learning to decode these signs. It requires cultivating an awareness, a sensitivity to the subtle patterns that emerge in our lives. Recognizing these synchronistic events as intentional messages, rather than random occurrences, opens a direct channel of communication with the universal intelligence. Each synchronistic event carries a purpose, a message about our current trajectory and our deeper connection to universal law. They are not just fleeting moments of serendipity, but profound opportunities for insight and conscious co-creation. But what is the source of this intentionality, and how do our own thoughts contribute to this grand design? This brings us to the foundational Hermetic principle of mentalism, which posits that the all is mind. The universe is mental. This isn't just a philosophical concept. It's a statement about the very fabric of existence. It means that consciousness, mind, and thought are not simply products of the universe, but are, in fact, the primary building blocks of reality itself. Our thoughts, far from being passive occurrences within our heads, are active forces. They are energetic blueprints imbued with creative power. When we focus our attention and our intention, our thoughts begin to shape the energetic substance of our reality. Much like a sculptor molds clay, when our thoughts are aligned with what we genuinely desire, we are essentially drawing the blueprint for what will manifest. This doesn't mean wishing things into existence, but rather consistently holding a clear mental image and emotional state that resonates with the desired outcome. The universe then responds by bringing into our experience whatever corresponds to this energetic blueprint. Yet, how do we navigate the inherent duality that appears in all things, and what wisdom does it hold? The principle of polarity offers profound insight into the nature of duality. It teaches us that what we perceive as opposites, light and dark, good and evil, pleasure and pain, are not truly separate entities. Instead, they are simply different degrees or manifestations of the same underlying energy, existing on a spectrum like the two ends of a single pole. This understanding challenges our tendency to see the world in black and white, to rigidly categorize experiences and emotions. The illusion of separation between these poles prevents us from seeing the interconnectedness of all things. Embracing this principle means recognizing that even apparent opposites are unified within the greater whole. Two sides of the same cosmic coin. The wisdom of polarity lies in the need to acknowledge and integrate both light and dark within ourselves. It calls for a balance between the active, projecting masculine principle and the receptive, magnetic feminine principle. True wholeness arises not from eradicating one pole in favor of another, but from harmonizing them, from embracing the full spectrum of our being. This principle also offers a powerful tool for transmuting challenges. By understanding that difficulties represent one pole and opportunities the other, we can shift our perspective. By consciously altering our vibration and our interpretation, we can transmute the perceived negativity of a challenge into the positive potential of an opportunity, demonstrating the flexible nature of universal energies. But what rhythm governs these shifts and cycles? Everything in existence, from the grandest celestial movements to the most intimate biological processes, operates within natural cycles. This is the essence of the principle of rhythm. The universe is like a vast cosmic pendulum, constantly swinging between extremes, moving in a predictable rhythmic flow. Our own lives are deeply intertwined with these universal rhythms. The tides rise and fall, seasons change, our breath ebbs and flows, and our own energy levels fluctuate. Recognizing where we are within these natural cycles is crucial for navigating life with greater ease and less resistance. Fighting against the prevailing rhythm is like swimming upstream against a powerful current. It is exhausting and ultimately futile. Surrendering to the flow, however, allows for effortless progress and deeper understanding. When we are in sync with the rhythm of life, opportunities present themselves more readily, challenges feel more manageable, and our actions tend to yield more fruitful results. It's about working with the universe, not against it, allowing its natural momentum to carry us forward. But what about the choices we make within these rhythms, and how do they echo back to us? This leads us to the principle of cause and effect, a fundamental law that governs every interaction within the universe. It's the cosmic echo chamber where every thought, word, and deed initiates a ripple of energy that inevitably returns to its source, reinforcing the interconnectedness described by the principle of correspondence. This is often what we refer to as karma, the law of sowing and reaping. Every action we take, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, sends out a cause into the energetic field of existence. This cause, like a seed, will eventually sprout and yield an effect. The nature of that effect will be directly proportional to the nature of the cause we initiated. It's a system of perfect accountability, ensuring that the universe remains an ordered and fair place. With this awareness, we can move from being passive recipients of circumstances to becoming intentional creators. By becoming conscious of the causes we are setting in motion through our thoughts, our intentions, and our actions, we gain the power to consciously direct our energy towards the outcomes we truly desire. It's about making deliberate choices that align with the reality we wish to experience. The effects we ultimately experience are not random occurrences, but the direct resonance of the causes we have initiated. The universe, in its magnificent design, acts as a perfect echo chamber, reflecting back to us the exact vibrational signature of our own being. But what is the fundamental creative force that drives this entire process, and how does it manifest within us? The principle of gender, in its hermetic context, transcends biological sex to represent a universal principle of creative energy. It speaks to the interplay of two fundamental forces present in all of creation: the active, projecting masculine principle and the receptive, magnetic feminine principle. These energies are not confined to one sex or the other. They exist in varying degrees within all beings and all things. True creation, whether it be the birth of an idea, a relationship, or a new reality, arises from the harmonious interplay and union of these dual creative forces. It's the dance between the impulse to act and the capacity to receive, the outward projection of intent and the magnetic drawing in of manifestation. This dynamic balance is essential for bringing anything new into being. Understanding this principle within ourselves allows us to cultivate a more integrated and powerful creative capacity. It's about recognizing and honoring both our active, assertive nature and our intuitive, nurturing side, allowing them to work in concert. This union is the fertile ground from which all potential and all creation springs, a force that shapes our very experience of the world. But how does this relate to the external world we perceive? Make sure to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. We'll see you in the next one.